All right, we're live, everybody.
I thought we were live moments before.
No, I started the recording. I have a second instance of OBS running, and in this one, I'm streaming.
Oh.
Yes.
Does OBS not
Oh my
record and stream
God.
at the same time?
Jesus Christ.
What just happened?
Yeah, Kyle exploded. You echoed like crazy or something. That was super weird.
I think someone else started talking at the same time, maybe?
Oh, it's Rob.
God
Rob is
damn it.
ruining everything.
Very glad Rob has push to talk on.
Putting my mic up against the speakers and holding control.
That was funny.
Kyle's voice is so bassy.
I know.
It's so bassy.
Hello, it's me, Kyle.
My name's Kyle. Deep voice, I'm Kyle.
I could just put my headphones in and use the mic.
That would be somewhat preferable.
That's what I'm currently doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Shotgun.
Okay. All right, so somebody should recap.
I'll do it.
Nice.
I got the notes.
So there I was, alone and freshly squeezed.
Tira notes, October 20th, 2017. Arshaka sees a small crack of light coming through the leaves on the ground as he was meditating in the forest. It suddenly starts toward him as if the light is a physical tendril. It creeps towards him slowly, quote, as if attracted to life force. Imald also sees the light. It gets close to the fire, but moves around it as if it hit an invisible barrier. Graven is woken up. The mote of light darts towards Arshaka, and just before it hits him, Kashan pierces it with a blade, and the mote travels up to Kashan, causing him to scream in pain. Everyone else is woken up. The mote disappears, and Kashan sustains a heavy wound. Imald checks his wounds and finds out that his wound is of a strange energy, with his life force being drained from his body, causing him to age ever so slightly. Quote, he's like Benjamin Button, but in reverse. From Julian, I believe.
Ooh.
Graven questions Kashan about the motes of light. He's scared it's sent from Omo, so he kills them when he sees any. Imald communes with some shit and finds out that the motes are coming from outside the forest and relays that information to the group via Tinnel, a giant crack in the sky from about 5 years ago. Kashan's dealt with them the entire time he's lived here. He's tired and aging. They decide that testing some theories on the motes is necessary. Kashan wants to set up a trap to catch a woodland creature to use it as a test subject. In the meantime, Imald detects magic to see if there is a trail of this strange energy. She does eventually isolate the strong magic aura that leads away with a trail. It leads up in the sky, and she sees a massive purple and pink energy storm with tendrils reaching out. It's huge. Only she can see it, but tries to explain anyway. Before they try and figure out what this is, the party decides to go back to sleep for now and rest up. The next day, Kashan lays a trap with the help of Eugene, and 30 minutes later, a squirrel is caught. Another mote is spotted and is heading towards the group. Once again, it heads for Arshaka, and Graven steps in front. It passes under him, turns blue for a second, splits in two, and heads toward both Kashan and Arshaka. Graven casts kinetic blasts on one, and as it dies, it slips into a crack in the ground. And then in all caps and in italics, I said, I missed some stuff about going to Grithwick. Kashan's other self in this timeline is King of Grithwick, needs help getting in. I don't know what I missed, so I apologize. Imald described a crystal obelisk in her hometown on the other side of Grithwick. Graven hangs out with Kashan as the rest of the group heads into Grithwick. They're confronted by the guard at the gate of the city, but Imald and Eugene almost convince the guard to let us in by being adorable.
Yeah.
They snap out of the charm and ask the party to sign some papers. The guards then look over Dima and start suspecting him of being a vampire.
Racist!
Eventually, they're allowed through the gates, though, after some convincing. And upon walking into the city, they see a large statue of Gadfey, although only Arshaka recognizes him. He realizes that he has been here before, and this is where that battle at the tower with Gadfey took place. Meanwhile, Kashan and Graven are talking outside the city. Graven says sternly, either we all go to Omo or you can go to hell. Kashan sees this as a threat, obviously, and vows to stop him. Graven says that it is imperative that they all go to Omo for the safety of everyone. Graven again threatens Kashan with death if they do not go. Kashan attacks, and Graven casts Temporal Interrupt and teleports behind Kashan. He says, "Fight me, Graven! Kill me now or kill me later! We're just pawns in your game!" Kashan says, "It is not my game. I'm just trying to end it before it begins." And then sternly Graven says, "Then end it." Kashan attacks again. Rinse and repeat the interrupt and teleport. Kashan gives up and lets Graven know that if he sees him doing anything bad, he'll let the rest of the party know. Graven tries to assure that this is for the benefit of everyone. Another purple mote of light is now heading towards Kashan. Graven hits again with another attack, and a large explosion follows. The rest of the party hears the remnants of the explosion, and Imald tries to get some answers from some birds flying by away from the explosion. The party enters a mercantile shop and asks for a large cloak. Imald steals crayons. Another italics note. Stonejack, the owner of the mercantile shop, was seen on the bounty board from way back. James had to remind us. None of us remembered. Arshaka lets Eugene know about Stonejack, and they quickly devise a plan where Eugene will sneak into the back, and as he goes invisible... he goes invisible while Stonejack was in the back. He comes through again, holding a charm, and casts domination on Arshaka and Dima. Arshaka gets away without being dominated, but Dima is affected. He commands Dima to stand still and is surprised that Arshaka is untouched. Imald stares at Stonejack, and he takes some penalties. He pulls out a weapon, and it magically transforms into a spiked gauntlet. "Did Breck send you?" Arshaka says he killed Breck, and to convince the guy, Arshaka implants the memory of Breck's death into Stonejack's mind. Arshaka accidentally convinces Stonejack to release Dima and instead work for Arshaka. He claims that the bodies are the people coming to claim the bounty, which was only put up because he pissed Breck off. Turns out that Stonejack is cursed and turns into a beast at night, explaining some of the claw marks that we saw. Turns out he's a cool dude and wants to tang along for now. We get some dancer's clothes for Kashan, and we head back to meet up with him and Graven. Stonejack bids us adieu. One little more bit. We pass the gate, and the guards let us know that if we come back through again, we'll have to fill out more paperwork. Eventually, we meet back up, and Kashan seems visibly tired and serious. He dislikes the dancer's outfit, but accepts it, I think.
Put it on, fucker!
Arshaka explained what happened in the city. Imald asks if Graven and Kashan are friends, and Graven replies with a, "Yes, we are friends, but with creepy music behind." Ooh. Imald seems pleased.
Yes.
We head back into the city, all of us in tow this time. We make it through without any issues, and Kashan keeps his dancer's outfit on.
Good sesh. All right, see you later, guys.
Very
Right.
nice recap. Thank you
That's very
very
good.
much, Ethan.
You are welcome.
That was lovely. So here we are, in the Hungle of Hume, outside of Grithwick to the southwest, heading southwest. Imald is guiding you. You travel down the road toward Taurus, but you never reach there. Imald guides you off a beaten path. Roll perception.
Perception. Perfect 20.
Mine's still higher.
Oh,
God damn.
Eat
35?
my dick.
14.
Mine's not that great.
It never is.
As far as leading goes, that involves me on Arshaka's shoulders, just pointing in the direction where he has to go.
I heard a thing. No, you heard it over there. Oh. Oops.
As Imald leads you off the path, the jungle gets extremely thick, and you must now start cutting your way through it or trying to climb over large vines and roots.
Ooh, James, mind if I jump into spoilers with you?
Go
For a
for
hot
it.
second?
Oh, yeah, hang on. I have to
Is that
actually...
a thick with 2 C's?
He thick.
James, you got it.
Yeah,
You gotta go
Yeah,
into
I mean,
spoilers with me.
I'm
All right.
Okay, I'm in
All right.
spoilers now with you.
Yes, I see that. Okay, so my town is going to be in a canyon of sorts, okay? And the canyon's bottom is going to be heavily vegetated, but there are going to be these massive roots coming over the top of the canyon side, and the roots are going to kind of like weave together and kind of like cradle my town. in the
Okay.
air.
I like
Alright.
that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like
Cool.
suspended off the ground. So we're kind of living in this like basket-like root valley, and the roots have completely overgrown with vegetation and stuff like that, and there's like dirt and soil as well, and like a small lake of sorts. So we have to get up into that root-like basket. Does that make sense? I'm trying to.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
so
we're on the bottom of the canyon. We have to get up to the cliffside to get down into the bottom of this root valley where the town is.
yeah, I was just explaining that you just went off the path into, the jungle area.
Right. That's why I wanted to stop you and you can kind of like narrate what we have to do next.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Is everyone here?
Hey, James, you know what's cool?
What, listening to the stream and hearing Rob and I talk? So
Yeah.
don't metagame,
I-
please.
I don't think anyone actually did.
Yeah,
Okay.
we didn't do it,
All right.
but
Okay,
just be aware.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I
I
know. I
understand.
was already aware before I went over there because I saw Ethan watching my stream.
Yeah,
but
I have the stream muted though. I just
Oh,
want to
all right.
shoot numbers.
gotcha.
Make you feel better.
Okay, yeah. So as you start to travel through the jungle, it gets exceedingly hard to traverse, and so you must start cutting your way through.
No! Do not harm these plants.
They're
Well,
plants.
try to communicate that,
I will
because
speak to them and try for them to.
Kashan pulls out his blade and starts whacking away.
I start screaming at you and like hop off your shoulders, Arshaka, and I try to grab his arm as he makes his next cut. I start hitting him in the chest with my other free hand.
What the devil is this root creature doing?
What's wrong?
Do not hurt the plants. They have feelings just like us. Let me speak to them. And this is, of course, all in Sylvan. I'm not really answering you, Arshaka. This is what I'm like crying out to him.
Something about plants I don't understand.
Tinnel, little help?
Tinna will translate.
How are we supposed to get through all these brambles without chopping through?
I will speak to the trees and the vegetation and ask them politely to make a way for us.
Hey, man, get the fuck out of the way.
The safest route. Route.
Oh, that's
To-
funny.
Walking.
Okay.
So maybe like the vegetation kind of like pulls away and like reveals a path.
All right. Roll diplomacy.
Oh, you got it, baby.
All of us, or just?
No,
Probably me.
just the guy that can speak to plants.
Mm.
Girl.
Where is my diplomacy?
Character.
Hold on one second.
For now.
Yep. Days since last accident. 24. Some trees start to curl up into themselves and sort of sink into the ground, relaying a path, but other trees descent.
I am.
There's one very stubborn shrub sitting in your way.
No.
One tree actually increases the amount of roots in your path.
I hate that tree. I don't like that tree. Never did.
So we can.
I say something in Sylvan to it, and something quite offensive.
It slinks back.
I have a very pleased look on my face with a big smile. Like, see that, guys?
There is now a very clear path in front of you. And as you travel through the jungle, the roots close behind you.
Oh, well, that's not spooky.
One catches Dima's foot.
Help me.
Dima is immobilized.
All
help.
right.
It's the same tree that wasn't letting you go before.
Oh, this tree. God damn it, Gary.
Hey, flower girl, a little help here, please.
Do I notice?
I guess Dima would have to say something other than help.
Help!
Help!
Something to me!
What was that off of?
Mythbusters.
Oh.
Help! Grant was like in the water and a fish or something touched his foot. He's like, help!
Help.
In that inflection?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably not as exaggerated as we've made it over the years, and I
Okay.
can't find a clip of it like on YouTube. But
It used to be in the intro, didn't it?
Help.
Was it?
For like one season? I thought it was.
Maybe.
That's a show I'd love to sit down and just binge watch. I will try to.
Try. You better fucking do something.
I don't think you want to raise your voice
So angry.
here.
As you
Dima.
raise your voice, Dima, more roots start to crawl in and catch
Yeah,
your
okay.
arm.
Fuck is going on?
I'm gonna ask him. What do you need? Why do you impede, my friend?
What are you talking to?
Shh! I put my wooden finger up to your lips, Dima. Interrupting you.
The tree speaks to you and says there is a great evil presence hovering around Dima.
And I look at you, Dima, and I whisper in your ear. Wow, I guess I can't.
That you can't understand.
That you can't understand that the tree.
Wait, Julian, do you speak Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Oh.
You've been able
Yeah.
to speak
Oh my God!
Sylvan's
why would you
whole
think that?
time?
He's mentioned it multiple times.
Why haven't you been translating?
You guys suck at listening.
I guess so.
I mean, I think everyone does.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Ethan?
Huh?
Your soul is unpure, Dima. The tree does not like this.
The tree does not like my. I'm just like
Are
bewildered.
you in
by
common
this.
or Sylvan?
It's just in Sylvan.
Okay.
What does it mean? I'm unpure.
What do you wish to do with him?
Yeah, magical tree. What do?
They
Well,
just
you
kind
can-
of.
you can-
They just tell you. They just keep screaming "eject" as the word.
Eject.
Goodbye, Dima. Catapult out of this forest.
Oh no.
I'll roll diplomacy and ask for permission to guide him. Maybe I can watch over him rather than you guys. Hopefully I roll higher than the 6 this time.
I'm gonna.
Nice. All right. Ted the tree finally gives in
Thank you, Ted.
and releases. Actually, his name's Rudy, and he
Rudy.
releases Dima.
Julian, what was that? Was it 10-minute podcast that had that Rudy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Whatever that thing was.
The Bill Cosby sketch.
Okay. Was it Bill Cosby or was it Fat Albert?
No, it's Bill Cosby.
Okay.
I'll link that later. Fuck you, Rudy.
Shh. Stop talking, Dima.
Suck my dick!
Oh my god!
That's out of character.
Oh, it is.
All right, you're able to proceed now.
Okay.
The trees seem willing to keep letting you go.
I'm going to keep an eye on you, Dima. Literally, I popped my eye out.
Ugh. Put your eye back in. That's gross.
Okay.
The jungle grows darker and thicker, but you're able to proceed because of Emald's wonderful friends in the forest. Emald seems to know where to go as she's leading the pack. And
Yeah.
eventually, after several hours of trudging through the deep, you come to a large canyon. Emald, describe what everyone sees.
Okay. We're on the bottom of the canyon?
I feel like you're on the edge, looking down into...
Into the canyon. Okay, so we're on the top of the canyon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we look over the horizon to the other side of the canyon, you will see these very, very enormous, colossal-sized roots spilling over the side of the canyon. And what seems to be is the roots are meeting some sort of basket covering over the center of this canyon. And inside this basket of roots, this is like miles long, by the way, appears to be a small thorp.
What?
Thorp?
Thorp, yeah, the small town.
Googling it.
Oh, okay.
Living in the valley, or nestled in the valley. On the inside, there is vegetation growing off of the roots, more trees growing off of them, a lake, and yeah, it looks very peaceful and tranquil down there. But that is where I live, and that is where we need to go. So we got to start climbing down.
Now, when you say we, is there a safer way down there?
So
Wait, so
it's
go ahead, James.
it's essentially you're standing on the edge of a large canyon with no visible path down. Almost like the land was depressed suddenly and wasn't allowed time for a river, for example, to erode a path down into the canyon. And you're peering over the edge of it, and you see a small thorp. Almost looks like it's encased in roots down near the bottom. But it's not on the bottom, it's suspended.
Yeah.
And so the only real way to get down there is to climb or teleport.
Oh, Graven.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I can picture it.
Yeah.
I think so.
How high up are we?
We are probably about 500 feet above this thorp.
Ooh.
Yeah, Graven, I'm gonna have to ask you to do us a good solid.
Let me see.
Because I can't fly.
I got an okay image. No, it's not a good image. Never mind. Just keep it in your imagination.
Keep it there.
I was looking up pictures of Letchworth, but there's no like giant roots that come down and from it. So
Yeah, where these roots come from, though, like, you don't know. We don't know. There's no source. Like, it seems to be coming out of the ground itself. But this place isn't, like, we're not looking down at it. It's up ahead. Maybe a few miles up ahead we can see it. So we got to walk over to where the roots are and then climb down the roots into this little valley.
But Graven could just teleport us down there.
Maybe.
What? Yeah.
Maybe.
For one, my familiarity with teleporting can only be very familiar if I've lived there and feel at home. If I can currently see the place, it's only studied carefully, not very familiar.
Well,
And also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if we ever got any exacts, but we wanted to make teleporting much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, someone give this fucker binoculars so we can do it.
I think we typed it. I think we typed it all out in Tira, the Tira chat. I don't know if we ever like concretely put it in a thing, a document.
Yeah, you said make teleportation 20% more risky.
Oh yeah,
my
cool.
I don't
Nice.
know what that means, though.
Whatever D100 you roll, just make it 20% more risky.
Just a... Okay.
You know, the ability to lose a foot.
I'm sure we can talk about it as it comes up.
Well, it's up now.
Yeah. So
So we'd have a roughly 75% chance of no problems.
Oof.
what are the problems?
Going to the wrong place, going to a similar place, or dying.
How wrong are we talking? Like 100 feet to the right, or like inside the sun?
The off target
that
is
second one.
the off target is a random percentage 1 to 100 based on the distance traveled. So we'd end up at a safe location 1 to 500 feet away from where we were going. Similar area, the closest similar place within range. That's probably never going to be something bad. I can't imagine there's a second canyon right next to us. And then there's mishap, which I think is another thing James wanted to make way riskier.
Is that just like an explosion or something?
You and
Or is
anyone
that
else teleporting
busting
gets
this
scrambled. You take 1d10 damage and you re-roll, but the re-roll is way riskier than before.
Jordan, here's what I can do. I can use Dimension Door as well. I can take you with me. You get a very good familiarity with the place. We go back, bring the rest of the group in.
Well, it
can-
said
That
he
would
has
take a
to,
while.
as if he lived there.
Very familiar is a place where you have been very often and where you feel at home.
You can't just take him there going,
We're really
you
homey
live
over
here
here.
now.
Studied carefully is a place you know well, either because you can currently physically see it or you've been there often.
Mm.
So, we can just climb down for now and deal with teleportation mechanics later if we want.
Can
Well,
we
you
climb
can
down
climb.
now?
Says the fucking cat.
I can climb.
Because you're a dick.
I believe I can climb.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't climb.
Neither can I.
Just turn into a pile of rocks and roll
I
down
yeah,
into
didn't
the
you do that
I
canyon.
have
last
a
time,
0
Kyle?
score in climb.
I have a solid 4.
Maybe, I don't know, James, is there an easier way for us to get up? I guess we don't really leave, do we?
Is there an easier way?
I mean, like some way that we can get up and down. But like I said, we don't really leave. So I assume that we
Wait,
don't.
wait. Oh, I have an idea. James,
What?
do you remember when I was spending time at the Forest of Eternity and I gained my wood elemental font?
Oh yeah.
I can rapidly grow a single plant by touching it and concentrating.
We become
I could
very
just
good
touch
friends if we
root
did
and
that.
make little footsteps.
You could totally do
Aw.
that.
Why aren't we better friends now?
Because you
You're
suck.
about to be.
Okay, well, I'll do this then. I will.
Actually, you know what?
Gradually-
I'll do you one better. Roll perception, Jordan.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
You immediately recognize this place.
Oh.
Although before, there were no roots here. Before, it was just that eternity thing you were talking about.
Oh.
It's the total thing that you saw before in the one vision, yeah.
But now, there is a rooty, crazy town thingy down there.
I want to say that the bottom of this place is actually full of water, except for a lone island in the center, which is where my town is. But it's completely enveloped by a canopy of trees. You can't see through the trees.
How
But
about just like a spring at the bottom, not filled with water?
okay, a spring. We can do that.
Okay.
Oh, could have cannonballed right down to it.
So yes,
So I
Don't
spent
do that.
several years at that elemental font. In that case, would I be very familiar?
it looks a little different now.
That's fair. Okay, I won't bother.
The
with
layout's a
very
little
then.
different, but you do recognize the landscape, the large canyon place.
Eugene, I do believe we've been here before.
I don't know, man. It doesn't look familiar to me.
When would you have been here? A place like this?
Many years ago, I was on a quest to attune myself to the elements of this world. One of those elements was wood, and it brought me here, I believe.
The element of wood.
We are in a we are in a jungle.
Would
And
we
this-
have remembered the jungle aspect of it, James?
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember how tough it was to traverse. Although not for you, really, but for Graven, perhaps.
I guess it makes sense. We have an element of stone right next to us. I point to our shaka.
Let me just commune with our Shaka, the elemental font of stone.
I give you the dirtiest look I can give someone without a mouth.
Joke's on you. I can't tell what the fuck you look at.
I do believe I can help us get down there. After communing with the font of wood, I am able to help plants grow. I could make footsteps for us.
Okay, now this I gotta see.
Well, that sounds like a better plan than crawling down.
Are you a spider? Who crawls
Climbing down. Gray-skinned twat.
down? Old fart.
Piece
Okay,
of
kid.
shit. And they keep going at it again.
So I drew like a quick sketch of what it kind of looks like in the Lost Lands. You can kind of see. So-
Lost Lands. Oh, right.
Yeah, south. There's the canyon, which is the big thing, and then the roots kind of overflow and form like a basket.
It looks like a penis in a beaker.
Ah, yeah, that's
This is more
Thank
like
you.
a chode. It's not really a penis.
yeah.
Oh, you gotta censor that out. That's too penisy.
Or it's like,
There we
it's
go.
a boob now. Okay.
Now,
That's the island where the town
and like
is,
it drips
naturally.
water into the bottom.
Rob, all right, come on, man.
All right, well, you get it.
Gotta
Does that
delete
make
this
sense
shit.
now?
Did it have to drip? Like, did you have to
Yeah.
draw the drips on that?
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's what.
Sorry. Wait, from Taurus, did we go towards the deep or?
You never went to Taurus. As I was
Oh, okay.
explaining, you went out of Grithwick, went down toward Taurus, but never made it there, veered off before.
Oh. We're lost.
Along the edge of the canyon, you notice something else. You notice old oaken ruins, even more ruined than their ruined ruins. And some pieces and pillars of those oaken ruins are now sitting at the bottom of the canyon. So do you proceed down?
Well,
Yeah.
Graven, you said you had a
Graven
plan.
wills
Let's
it.
see
How long does this plant thingy take? I got a tight schedule, Graven. Come on.
I know more than anyone here. We have a tight schedule. It shouldn't take too long. I imagine it'll probably just take a few seconds to make a route into a decent foothold.
Damn, talk about
One
Step.
foothold?
I'm rolling sense motive on Graven.
really?
Wait.
Where's this coming from?
The thing he said. The thing he said about knowing
he knows
more than
better than
anyone.
Oh,
that-
tight schedule.
That's a red flag to me.
Nice spot.
Eugene is typing.
Oh boy.
Ooh, and never mind. He didn't roll yet.
Oh,
Still not looking
The
right.
Eugene is
Damn,
typing
35.
thing went away, and I just saw Graven's old roll.
Still
I'm gonna
time.
laugh if it's a 35 as well.
Wait, did it not? That's weird.
I'll roll for you. Ah.
Decent
27.
roll.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So yeah, I'm basically just that one little phrase he said and the tone he said it in kind of sounded weird to me, and since I know Graven pretty well, it caught my attention.
Okay. Graven, I'll
That's
let you
definitely fair.
decide what that means.
I think that is plenty enough to see that Graven is hinting at something.
Ulterior motives, perhaps?
Ulterior motives, threatening, perhaps.
Oh my.
I think I missed something. What'd you say?
Nope, you missed it. It's too late.
Threatening.
Rob, he said something like, I more than anyone know we're on a tight schedule.
Oh, I see.
Graven knows more than he may be letting on to other people.
Classic
kill
party.
him.
Okay.
And the consequences of what he knows might be dire.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a
always
might
do.
about that. What's that, Rob?
So this is what we always do. We always keep secrets. Then our characters die, and the secrets are lost with them.
That's the way it goes, dude.
Jordan's characters keep secrets.
Yeah. Okay, Arshaka.
Tolkien
You
dies
took us,
before
like-
finishing his book. You don't get the rest of the story. It's just what happens.
Right. Kyle,
Aw.
it took like 3 years before you
just
finally told us
compared
what
me
you're really up to.
Tolkien.
No, it didn't take that long.
It took you a while.
A while, but I've never died with my secrets.
Okay.
Hmm. Because I'm
'Cause I'm the
Fruity
main character.
Peppers.
Right.
You just call him Fruity Pebbles.
Yup.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, right. So you make the root grow. Foothold. Do you continue this trend downward?
I sure fuck hope so. We got a whole fucking canyon to go down.
Simmer down, Dima.
You shut up. Stop eating.
Do the
Yeah.
opposite of that.
Keep going.
Come get closer.
Come on, Rob. What are you eating? Chocolate?
Just bars and bars of chocolate.
Now they're mints.
Oh. You're eating mince for dinner, okay.
I'm not eating anything for dinner,
Except for mince.
except for mints.
All right. So, this happening then, right? Finally?
Yeah.
Okay, roots grow. You're able to get footholds, make a small little staircase
Aw.
down toward the center of this canyon. But then the roots can only grow so far, and the steps begin to thin out and become wobbly. You are now at least 100 feet below the rim, dangling out in the center of the canyon towards the thorpe.
We are a fifth way there.
Oh,
That is not going to cut it.
I was not planning on making the steps just like floating in air. I was going to go down the side of the mountain.
Oh, okay. Let's just rewind
I'm
there
not gonna
then.
make
Like-
a thin plant bridge across the air.
Oh, that would
That's
be
exactly what I thought.
challenging.
Oh, boy.
Suddenly,
No, I was
the staircase
imagining,
wraps
like-
around a big root that goes down into the bottom of the canyon.
But the steps are all.
and then you're able to
like-
continue.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, all right. So it's a spiral staircase, basically.
I'm good with that.
Jordan actually meant to go along the face of it instead of wrapping around a root, but if it's
When I
one
mentioned steps, I imagined like literally taking a pre-existing route, making a little thing pop out of it for one step, making a separate little thing pop out of it for another step. And
That's
so
how I
on.
pictured it.
Oh, okay. So not
like,
actually
one root
making
that's
steps.
growing. Making individual steps on pre-existing routes, not like
Growths. on the
making
roots.
one root grow into a set of steps.
How much burn are you willing to spend? Because
This doesn't
technically,
take burn, it's just slow.
oh, because technically you could make one of those big ass long routes that reach the bottom of the canyon, grown and
That is
stretch
true.
to make a big ass bridge down to the center.
Yeah, make it easy on us. We might have to come back.
Let's do it. I will spend 1 burn to make all plants in 10 feet per level radius grow for 1 minute.
Oh man!
I will concentrate and make some fancy stairs.
All right.
Holy
Maybe even a little railing for us to be safe.
You hear a heavenly "Ah!" and then the roots just go.
I stand on the very tip of the root and hold my hands into the air like I'm Jesus while it
Oh my
gradually brings
yeah.
me to the ground.
All right,
Fucking
the roots
show off!
slowly come together and make this large, big path down to the center of the canyon.
I'm mesmerized by this beauty.
This process takes 5 minutes.
Ooh.
And now there's a large ramp leading down to the Thorpe.
Sweet.
That's pretty good for 5 minutes.
Let's head down to the.
That's 100 feet a minute.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. We're moving at walking speed.
Oh, I
Slow
thought you were going to
walking
wait
speed.
for it to get done, but I guess you can walk
We can
as
drive
it
really
gets built.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
Okay.
Just doing
That
like
would make it for a
trust
good
fall
shot in the movie.
steps with each one, hoping the plant is there next step.
You just hear
Stepping on giant leaves.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
It's the song they played, this Rage Against the Machine song. They played it in the last Star Trek movie. Anyway, so you travel down this route bridge, essentially, to the Thorpe. And you're now at the
The bottom?
Thorpe.
Oh.
So we're down to the canyon.
We are almost there.
Almost.
Yeah, we still got to get to the center.
So, Graven, how long is this thing gonna last?
Forever.
He's permanent.
When you
Oh, that's handy.
when you get to the base of the Rob, what happens?
Yeah.
Cool.
Inside
Yeah.
is a small thorpe, home to about 50 of my kind, the Briarborn. We are all going about our business, paying no attention to really anything going on outside. But I will lead the way in. And as we enter the village, you notice that like most of these houses are kind of
Shit.
overgrown trees that we can kind of live inside of. And in the center of the town, there's a large, beautiful crystal that I keep picturing pink for some reason.
It's
But
not
it might
pink,
not
it's
be.
actually dark.
Dark.
Uh-oh.
This is the Horian, I explained to the group, which translate to the Dreaming Crystal.
How do you spell that?
Horian. And around this dark crystal is 5 elderly Briarborn. I explained to you guys that these are the Revbunds, which is spelled Revbund, which translates to elder. They are all circling, or they're all sitting cross-legged around the large crystal with one arm extended in their hand, touching the crystal at all time. As for the rest of the villagers, they are all in shock, mostly that there are outsiders in the village, keeping at bay. But then they notice you, Arshaka, and they slowly move in, almost as seeing like a god itself. And they all surround us, and they all drop to their hands and knees and put their heads on the ground and worship you.
Ashaka, who the fuck are you? And why are
Not
these
who
people?
they think I am, for sure.
There's a giant crystal. You're made of whatever, and they're bowing to you.
My people are animated of the energy from the living gate.
I have no idea what that means.
Why am I not surprised?
Arshaka, roll your memories. I don't know what that would be. Recollection. I don't know what that would fall into.
Intelligence, maybe?
Maybe a wisdom check?
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Would knowledge history work at all?
We have to be trained in that, which is weird.
Well, I wonder what it would
But
take to look through your own brain to try to remember something.
I feel like just intelligence, right?
I
Not
might have a
wisdom.
thing for that.
Can you memory something yourself? I don't know what kind
Ugh.
of spells you have.
He would need a mirror in order to do that.
Oh, a mirror! Oh, that's funny.
Okay, I don't think I can do that.
Okay. So just try to remember really hard.
Yeah,
No,
I guess a wisdom check, which would 20 total.
Okay. You get a super flashback of a time very early on in your adventuring career where you found a journal in the ruins in the Zahim Desert. In this journal, there was a crystal, a dark crystal.
I presume this crystal.
Give me a Arcana check. Or sense magic.
Can do. $25.
Sense magic is a spell.
Oh, is it? Is Arcana check still a thing?
Arcana check is to...
Knowledge Arcana is a thing.
Knowledge Arcana. Okay, that's what I meant. And you got a 25.
25.
You recognize the power that's emanating from this crystal in front of you. The same power these cultists were trying to wield.
Don't you even think about it, Arshaka.
I want to smash it.
No!
I just see him now sweating, just like, I want to. I need to.
It beckons you with an almost unholy magnetic force.
Unholy. Ooh.
Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So we're surrounded by like 40 plus people. Like they all stopped what they're doing, and they all like encircled us and are now like just kneeling and bowing to you, Arshaka. And then the elders get up from their spot, the red buns, and they move towards you.
Ashaka, ask for free shit.
And they look to be the oldest of the Briarborn. Their clothing is actually like long and woven vines and moss that seems to be actually growing from themselves.
Ugh.
Yeah, we don't make clothes, we just grow our own clothes
Ugh.
from our own body.
Ugh.
And beautiful flowers and petals kind of sprout at the ends of their cloaks as they kind of walk majestically up to you, Arshaka. They are shown, or they express much desire to speak to you. And as they start approaching the circle, they the other Briarborn kind of push aside to make room for these Briarborn. I don't know, James, do you want to take over from there and roleplay them, or?
You're doing a great job.
Oh, Jesus.
Should I send Tinnel over to Arshaka in
What's that?
preparation? Should I send Tinnel over to Arshaka in preparation of this?
Yeah,
That's fine, Rob. I can take it.
I got it.
Okay.
So I assume as we're speaking, Tinnell's just going to speak out loud and translate as we go. So I won't. I will continue. Oh, our young Imald, you've returned, and you bring us much joy in what you have found. Who is he?
Much joy.
I will say that he is a living, dreaming crystal. He's a very nice man. Nice dreaming crystal. He showed us much kindness. I thought that it would be appropriate to bring him to us, so you can meet him, to learn more from him, to learn more about us. Very good, Imald. Come. We'll take him. We'll speak to him. And as the Revbund speak, they all speak in unison, by the way. Not
For the
just one.
greater good.
Yes.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Yes, they all speak in this like very whispery, melodic voice.
I think they like you, Ashaka.
They fucking love you.
Like you.
And I look back at you, Arshaka, and like outstretch my hand, like, come on, grab it. We'll go.
Imald, what's going on? I don't follow you.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm just so happy that like all the Rev Buns are pleased with me, and I've done a very good job. And I think what we're gonna do is lead you to the crystal itself. Like this is the council chambers, and there are like these mossy rocks that they kind of like they're flattened. They kind of like meditate on them, and since there's 5, it'd be like a pentagram kind of looking pattern around the crystal itself. And so they all take their stances and they sit on their rocks and they speak to you in unison.
In Sylvan?
In Sylvan.
Oh, no.
Well, Tindall's still here, right?
I would assume so.
And
Yeah, Tindall's still,
apparently,
yeah. I hope so.
Dima. It's done.
What?
As you walk through them, Dina, the Bryborn hiss at you, kind of like spit at your feet.
I give them all the middle finger.
They don't know what that means.
Good.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, that's for the best.
So you're here to translate, I'm assuming.
Pretty much. Guess I'm your bodyguard, Ashaka.
Living Dreaming Crystal, which I need to come up with a name for. Let's call that. Oh, we are on the Horialt, which is the Dreaming Circle. That is the name of the council chambers where they all stay.
You might want to give that to Ethan.
Okay, so the Dreaming Circle is where we all are right now. It's in the center of town, surrounding the Orion, and it's the Horialt, Horialt, much like the Orion. We're gonna call you the Elt Orion, which is the living Dreaming Crystal, is what they call you. Elt Orion. Tell us. I don't know. Sorry, I have to improv this.
No, it's what fucking Ethan put
What do you put?
in Tira.
Let me smash.
Oh, I saw
Let me
that on my-
smash.
Oh, okay. Elt Orion, tell us. What is your purpose?
I translate.
You mean my purpose in life?
I translate.
I'm a little nervous. Rob's actually nervous about your answer, so.
I'm gonna ruin your whole village.
Oh my god.
I will gladly help.
I
will be
translate.
A list of destroyed towns when we leave.
Imald is going to be like sitting like on her knees and looking up at you with like the happiest look, like, yes, like what do you do? What is your purpose? Why are you here?
Oh, this is gonna crush your dreams.
I know.
You're not gonna be happy.
Why did you give birth to us?
Birth. I
Oh,
just
boy.
look at Ashaka. Hold on. You know these people? I say that in common.
I definitely don't. I don't know what they're talking about.
I translate the thing they just said. It's like they think they made you, or you made them.
How long ago did the crystal fall?
The crystal fell 5 years ago.
5 years ago. The Rev Buns all speak in unison. 5 years ago, the Orient fell from the sky, landing in this valley. We sprouted since. We were the first. The Rev Buns. During the Alat, which is the sprouting season, more of our kind grow from the earth itself. Life is coming from the Orient. It gives us knowledge, wisdom. You are the same type as the Orient. You are the Elt Orient, which is the living dreaming crystal. This is a sign. Tell us everything.
I translate everything. It's like, well, tell them everything, Mr. Holy Man.
Oh boy, James.
You give us,
What's up, dude?
You give us hope. Are there
Do-
other
What you got, dude?
walk-ins out there?
Do I
Here we go.
sense shard mind living energy sort of in the Briarborn? Are they animated by the same?
Oh.
Sense it. Roll
Yes.
it. Oh, shit.
No! Don't you dare, Ashaka! I love you, Daddy!
Execute Order
what you did,
66.
I know exactly what I did.
You feel as well that the power originally came from that crystal out there. Which, after hearing 5 years, you presume was probably due to the...
Yeah, connect the dots.
Yeah. The crystal seemed to have been drawn here from the sky by some kind of power. At this spot.
So this crystal, this Horian, came from the sky?
They wouldn't know that.
We don't know that, yeah. They don't know. They say, we do not know anything prior to our birthing during the Alat 5 years ago.
Blah, blah, blah. Translate.
Alat is sprouting season. It happens once a year, and that's when new Briarborn are born.
How many Briarborn are
Please,
born?
Elt Orient.
That's a tongue twister.
Sit. Join us. And they kind of like wave their hands, and like these roots kind of sprout out of the ground and form a cozy looking chair that you can sit in.
Holy shit.
Boy.
God, I had to make...
You are welcome here. You are a friend.
Not for long.
And by proxy, your friends are our friends as well. They have a very like happy smile on their face.
Oh, yeah. Our friends are your friends as well. Yeah, all those spitting on my feet. Tuh.
They look at you and they hiss.
I'm used to it.
Hey, Julian, what's your charisma? As a...
Pretty high.
Is it pretty high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so here we go. Lay it on us.
So, you gonna
Or
sit
not.
in
I don't know.
here?
I don't know.
Give me a minute. I'm typing up shit.
Oh,
Okay.
All the things I'm gonna do to this goddamn town.
It'll break our hearts, literally.
All these nice fucking shrub-looking people really love you. They even built a nice little chair for you. How adorable.
I think like the rest of the Briarborn are like really interested in the remaining group, especially Eugene. Like all the young Briarborn are like want to pet him and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, and all the other they're all like trying to like give you berries and
Oh, I'm all about this.
oh yeah, they like well actually for the whole group. Well, except for Dima, of course. They fucking hate you, Dima.
I don't give a fuck.
Which is understandable. They sense something from you.
I mean, the fucking.
But yeah, they're all chattering and they're trying to speak to you. I don't know if Tinnel is doing his best to translate, but they all just want to know everything about you, you outsiders.
Tinnel will do his best.
I give
It'll be
them
very
nothing.
overwhelming.
But I take from them everything.
Take what you can. Give nothing back.
Copyrighted music.
God,
Stop. Please,
oh my
please.
God.
Hey,
please.
you
I
get
don't-
5
I'm so sorry,
seconds
gonna say.
before it becomes a copyright issue.
It's really
Okay.
5 seconds? I thought it was
I thought
30.
it was 30.
No.
I don't think it's that long.
Well, okay, it's 30 for fair use. I guess it's flagged way before then.
I'll make sure my musical outspurts are 5 seconds or less.
It's not going to copyright your voice. That's not how the seeker thing
But
works.
James, I do a perfect rendition of the theme
Your
song.
vocal cords can emulate thousands of instruments.
Thousands.
Not thousands. That was definitely an exaggeration.
Hundreds.
Tens of instruments.
Ones.
Thousands of instruments.
Let's see what Arshaka's gonna do. All eyes are on you.
Tact, Arshaka. Tact is needed here. Be tactful.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town.
U is for radium bombs. Oh, this is just a catchy tune too.
So while they're asking me questions, I'm going to walk up to the crystal and touch it.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
I'm not gonna break it. I'm just gonna touch it.
You think you're not gonna break it?
Well,
gonna
I'll get really
touch it.
close. I'll approach it slowly with my hand outstretched,
No.
and if it feels like it's gonna blow up, I won't touch it.
It's humming
mean-
and vibrating slightly when you reach out to it.
Does it start vibrating more when I get closer?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna roll a new character.
Then I will not touch it. I will get like an inch away.
Okay, you remember that magnetic force I was talking about? It's really strong, and you're gonna have to roll a strength
Flies
check.
into the air and just like starfish
No, he
grabs
only
onto
immediately
it and
gets-
clings to it.
You're gonna have to roll a strength check to pull yourself away from it at this point. You're so close.
Well, it was lit, team.
A fucking genocide.
1.
10.
No.
10.
Oh god.
I have a strength mod of 0.
You failed this one. You sort of stumble toward it. Roll another strength check.
Smash your face in.
You're now being
17.
pulled. Okay, that's better. You're able to not move anywhere.
Arshaka, what are you doing?
Yeah, I say the same thing as Sylvan. Are you okay?
Someone help! The crystal is pulling me toward it. I fear for what will happen if.
Another
I'm-
strength check.
Hurry up!
all right.
I'll,
Me to
I'll-
the
I grab
rescue,
you,
I
like, I
guess.
yeah, I'll
between
begin to
you.
run over and start.
Wait, shit.
That the cat does.
Yeah,
I try to get in between you and the crystal.
I'm gonna grab onto your leg and I'm just gonna start pulling in the opposite direction.
Is it 1d and then 1d20 plus ability modifier?
I will scream out to the rep buttons to build a barrier of a sorts, and maybe
Ooh.
like a wooden wall, kind of
Roll
just
strength,
develops
it's-
the whole crystal itself.
Throw swing is
Nice.
1d20 plus ability modifier.
All right, Kyle, roll that strength check.
7.
Okay,
Fuck!
you're falling toward the crystal.
Let me smash.
Oh god.
Smash.
Can I roll again to save him?
Rob's tree thing's gonna have to save him at this point.
Okay. It's mostly role playing, so I don't know.
Just roll a d20.
Yikes.
Drum
This is the
roll.
elders doing it.
Right. They're druids, apparently, right?
Oh!
How quick was it? Not that quick.
Unless someone intervenes, Arshaka's touching that crystal.
I don't think I can do anything.
I will just try to hold my
One
arms
more
out and
strength
stop
check.
it.
So,
Yeah, I'll roll a strength check as well.
I could do something, but I'm not sure if Graven actually feels like there's something particularly
Oh,
heatedly in need of being done. I don't know if he realizes that Arshaka touching a rock is going to be so dangerous.
Well, he yelled out to help.
Help!
Oh, did he?
Well, not
he did.
yelled out, but I'm assuming he
Thought it out.
Minded out.
thought it to everybody.
He was
I
waving his
broadcast.
arms, just like, "Eh."
He projected
He
very
said-
loudly.
He said something about like, help! This is pulling it towards me, and I don't know what will happen when I touch it.
Okay.
All right,
I
Deem.
will.
I pretty much rolled 20.
Okay, you can help with whatever Graven's about to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to use 2 burn. 1 burn for temporal interrupt, so I can take an immediate action, and 1 burn for time skip, so I can dimension door between the crystal and Arshaka.
Okay.
So I'm standing in his way.
With me.
All right.
So presumably I fall into Graven instead of the crystal.
Yes. You kind of slam into the Graven's back slams into the crystal, and now you're on top of him.
Senpai.
And then
Accurate.
Dima's 24 strength check can pull me away, I'm hoping?
Yeah.
Does it? All right, so I pretty much just grab you and toss you behind me.
All right.
Get a hold of yourself.
Arshaka
Jesus.
lands on the ground, and he slightly feels the gravitational, magnetic-ish pull where he's standing now.
I'll back up until I don't feel it anymore.
I look at
Hard to do
Arshaka.
that. You'd have to probably leave the town.
Well, then I'll back up like 2 or 3 steps.
Okay. You're able to you hold your ground at this distance.
Is it an uncomfortable sensation that you're feeling, or is it almost like satisfying getting closer to this?
I'm coming.
Pelvic thrust into it.
I think it would be like anxiety almost.
Oh.
It's a good way to put it.
Oh god, here we go.
I've never experienced a pull that strong to a crystal like this before.
I look at Arshaka in
That
the
must
back of the
mean
crystal.
you really, really like this crystal then.
Yeah, totes. I'll scan around at everyone. The Briarborn, at least.
Yeah, they've gotten up out of their seats and they are trying to maintain this wall of. Oh, the wall is being like erected as you kind of get your footing. Kind of like a barrier. It kind of goes up.
You said they made a seat, right?
Well, no. While you're getting pulled in, I told them to build a wall or do something, and they kind of like.
No,
erected this-
before that.
Yeah, there was a seat.
Then I will sit in the seat.
It's the comfiest seat I ever sat in.
Are you immune to mind affecting effects, Arshaka?
No.
Okay.
I am.
So if something were to go against your mind, what would that be?
A will
Like,
save.
okay, a will save. Got it.
Oh my
So if something
God.
is compelling you or something like that, it would be a will save.
Yep.
Got it.
Do it.
Oh,
Do it.
not good.
So I will turn to the Rev Buns
Mhm.
and begin to explain what I think they are. So I believe
An abomination.
no. I'm gonna try tact. We're trying to improve ourselves
Nice.
as a member of a global society.
Don't
I'm
break
gonna,
my heart,
I'm
man.
gonna try and be nice.
Don't break my heart.
So I'll explain. I think you are animated of the same type of energy that my people are animated of. The energy of what we call the living gate, which protects the fabric between 2 worlds.
I will say the whole town is listening to you at this point.
Wait, give me just one moment.
His hair tie came off, and now his hair looks all weird.
Tensions are growing.
Jordan has now went to the bathroom to fix his hair.
Oh my god.
Also, they put up the barrier around the crystal, right?
Yeah, I imagine they eventually got it up.
Okay. Were we in that barrier?
No, God, no, that's the whole point.
Okay. Just checking, because Graven was in front of the crystal, then I pulled him away. Bullshit.
Graven was probably able to just step out of the way.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they would have surrounded it over him.
Some dramatic.
Jordan.
He's pooping.
And then he's got a shower.
He's got to eat real quick. He's got to go shopping.
Oh my god, it's true. I took a shit. Time to shower. No, but James is. His hair looks stunning.
I am back and fabulous.
Great.
Good.
Also, I'm translating for you, Harshaka.
Excellent.
Ashtakun.
Good. I didn't want to share Tinnel anyway.
I think we've given Tinnel a workout of the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Tinnel was a vital part to the party, and now he's useless because of Ema.
Fuck you, flower girl.
Useless.
That's fine. I don't really like having Tinnel away from Graven anyway. He needs to be adjacent at all times.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm old.
All right, where were we?
Good one.
I had just explained that they are plants animated from energy, the same energy which animated my rocks.
These rocks.
Maroon.
Got him.
You see, there are more of my kind. I'm not the only one.
Ooh, they are happy to hear this.
Though not many more, certainly not as many as there used to be.
We must invite them here then. A celebration.
Maybe.
Can you say the last one for me?
5 years ago,
Or not?
a number of these crystals came crashing from the sky. And with them, a number of creatures, much like myself, though darker in color. I have made it my mission to kill all of them.
They're not smiling anymore.
Way to go, numb nuts.
Because they threatened the mortal peoples of this world.
They remain silent.
They are, and their energy is distinct from that of normal shard mind. We call them the dark mind.
Emald will speak up. Do you sense this dark energy from me?
Oh, yeah.
From my people?
Oh boy.
Yes, you do.
I do sense a similar energy.
I take like a step back and I'm like kind of tearing up a little bit. Does that mean you want to kill me? And my family?
Oh my god.
No.
Dun-dun.
Roll a will save.
Oh god! Strangle me.
I mean, yes.
Oops, I lied.
We're good at these, at least. That's 32.
Nice. Okay.
I-
Nothing happens.
Oh my god, this is happening. I am going to fucking dive into your mind and look through your memories, see how many
Oh,
of your
fuck.
kind you have fucking killed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Holy shit!
Oh boy.
How are you planning on doing that?
And you fuckers call me evil.
Detect thoughts. Detect surface thoughts. The amount of information revealed depends on how long you study a particular area or subject. So
Was that-
I'm assuming that this is, since you're telling this story, that it's a surface thought, to say the least.
Yeah, I would say so. Is that a like a psionic ability?
Divination.
Okay, so it's arcane magic.
So as you're telling the story, like, the longer I take, the more of this, like, montage I'm seeing.
With happy-go-lucky music in the background of people being murdered.
So how many do you think you've killed?
Yes.
Are you telling anyone about this, or are you just gonna
I'm
sit
just
there with
like
a look of
watching
horror on
in
your face?
horror. I have like the most horrific look on my face.
Oh yes, let's go down to a.
You see, our relationship with the energy that binds us is a complex one. Our energy is needed to shore up the living gate, but it is also needed for peoples like myself, other Shardmind, and you to live.
They are gonna ask for your proper name. The Rev Buns.
I am called Arshaka.
Arshaka. What would you do if you saw the Living Gate?
If I saw what?
The Living Gate. I'm confused. Do you want to destroy the Living Gate, or you want to protect it, or something like that? You want to... This is just me talking to you. You're trying to provide the Living Gate with energy?
Yeah, I
By
trying to
sacrificing...
return energy to the living gate
Oh, okay, never mind.
by releasing it from the crystal people.
Eat it. Eat it.
Jeez, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Sames.
This is tough. This is deep.
Well, this is awkward.
No.
Yeah. I don't know what they should think or how they should feel.
Fucking
Scared?
betrayed.
Yeah, like, their whole idea of you is like, you've given us life and you're here to protect us now, and like everything's gonna be all right because we found you, and now you just pretty much said nope. I'm like this close to fucking like ending, but I won't.
You ever hear the expression "never meet your heroes"?
Yeah. So I don't know, like, how would they react?
A time distortion enters the doorway.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You mean one of the little ball things?
What?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I'll walk over.
Also,
and
what
wave my
doorway?
hands at
The
it.
doorway to the
Shoo.
like room we're in?
Huh?
We are outside. We are outside.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I thought you were inside somewhere.
Nope. It's
Well,
out in the
anyway,
open.
one of those things comes up onto the platform or into the city and starts going toward Urashaka and Kashan.
Kashan, look.
Do I notice it?
Yes, it's pretty big.
Oh my god.
It's a biggin.
I'm gonna teleport out of the way.
Big combo. Big combo.
Kashan
that-
steps back and gets ready to take the blow.
I will give it a chronokinetic blast.
Okay.
Get the time out of here.
There
starts
is
screaming.
a massive burst of energy when the two collide, as if antimatter has obliterated matter. And everyone is knocked on their butt.
Villagers included.
Yes.
Okay.
So this was a big one.
I think
I
the
need to
villagers
find a
are going to
better
start
way for
panicking.
Getting rid of those.
What was that, Craven?
I need to find a better way for getting rid of those.
Yeah, you should. Big magical explosions aren't nice.
What you say, Rob?
I think the villagers are going to start panicking. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
they are
say that
gonna-
too.
Yeah, they're going to start screaming and like start running towards their shelters, their hovels. And the Red Buns will try to remain calm and keep order, but no one's listening. And they will look to you, Arshaka. What is happening? What are these?
Be calm.
Give me a will save. Arshaka.
Fuck.
Panic.
Die.
Did that thing just talk to me? Kill it.
28.
Okay. There's a little prick of a compulsion in the back of your head, but you quickly shake it away. You don't know what that was.
Kyle, you should rename your character Will. Last name save. Whenever you save, we can ask, will save? And if you do it, will save.
Genius.
Brilliant.
So I'll do my best to explain what little we know about those things. To maybe, I don't know if that'll calm anyone down.
Man, you're an open book today.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't
Hopefully
really
we won't have to deal with any more of those.
do much to calm anyone else but the Revbund down.
Yeah, everyone's like
Figures.
leaving.
Fuck this.
Emald is gonna speak up.
I'll see your phone.
Red Bund, has any of the other Emald returned? Have they found anything else?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm speaking to the Rev Bund.
You said have any of the other Imald returned?
Correct.
Oh.
Is anyone translating?
I am.
Emald means truth seeker.
It does say that next to your name.
It does.
It does.
It does.
James, I don't think anyone else has returned, right?
It's in the chat.
No one else has returned.
Yeah, we set off about a year ago. I was the only one that supposedly have found you, and I brought you back to my village. But nothing else has happened.
The truth hurts, that's why.
It does. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or they're still out there.
Now, Arshaka, all shard minds share the same goal, wouldn't they?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh,
There are sects,
Aha.
and I belong to a smaller group that just tries to kill all the other ones.
I see.
But some of them believe differently. Most, really.
Okay.
so you're kind of a radical group then.
Yeah.
I see.
Although as time goes on, we get less and less radical by comparison.
Yeah, that's
Mathematically
true.
speaking, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I think at this point you're not so radical anymore.
Yeah, I've been at this for a long time, and I'm good at it.
Are you from the crystal? Are you born from the crystal like us? Is that how this works?
Not like individual crystals like this. It's a little bit more abstract. It's like, my understanding of it was essentially we just wake up somewhere,
Already
like
formed.
a random place.
Interesting.
There's no like big crystal and village where Shardmind are born. They just like wake up somewhere and then they either go to other Shardmind or they don't.
So the Rev Bund are gathering their composure and they look at you. Arshaka, if what you are saying is true, your other kind would also be attracted to this location and try to destroy this this Orion as well. Am I correct? Are we correct?
Not all Shardmind seek to defend the living gate to shore it up. There are some who would rather enjoy life here, who find that more important.
I'm gonna say they have like a defeated look on their face.
So I'll tell you what's going through Arshaka's mind right now.
That might help. Yeah.
Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
He is feeling like the crystal probably needs to go, but sort of has a hope, even though it's probably wrong. A hope that that it's worth it for you guys
I know
to
what
have
I
the
wanna
energy.
do. I know what I want to do. Okay. They one of the Red Bun approaches you. Arshaka, you know what you must do. If you will it, then so be it. You must destroy the crystal.
Have any of your people been born anywhere other than here?
We do not know. That is why we send the Imald out. To find other walk-ins like our own. We found none. I'm going to say Imald does not want you to destroy the crystal.
Insolent child.
And she's like looking up at you, like crying and just shaking her head. No, don't do it.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Arshaka, save your game, go down one path, and if you don't like it,
But I'm playing on Iron Man mode.
You're fine.
No save scum here. The Red Bund all put their hands on your shoulders and they give you their blessing. We speak for the village, don't we, Imald? And Imald is just gonna look away and kind of run away outside the village. She's gonna bolt, crying.
We lost a party member.
I must meditate.
Hmm.
I need to think on this. I'm gonna walk away a little bit, like 20 feet or something. And
Okay.
just like sit down.
And then headbutt the crystal.
Fucking body slam it.
Made my mind up.
Hi, smash.
Take your time.
Fuck! I just remembered.
What?
Ethan, Eugene has not been doing his saves for the death mold that you contracted.
What?
what?
I don't think it's called
Death
death
mold.
mold. It's something
That
else.
seems like something you want to remember.
By
Oh,
the
it's
way,
called.
like,
I'm sorry. It's
remember that
it's
Death
Slimy
Mold?
Doom. Slimy Doom.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Death
that
Mold
sounds
seems
better.
a lot much scarier.
Slimy doom.
Yeah. So a couple days have passed. You've not cured your disease.
Why did you
So you're
contract
dead.
So what happens?
You contracted it back in Tenejo. And
What did you-
I remember sending you a message over Discord, but we both forgot.
Was that when you went to the?
You
your one of
contracted
those
it in
suites?
the basement of
Yeah.
that tavern.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna count the days I
Oh, I
forgot,
remember.
but right now, make a fort save.
Moldy kitty.
The cat turns into a tree and then mold.
10. That's not your.
No, that was an old.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
25.
25. Okay, let's see. Okay. You're one step closer to curing it. It will take 2 consecutive saves to cure it.
Okay.
Diseases are scary.
Hey, that's
And
not
this
so
is
bad.
is it once a day?
What's the onset? Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you just take con damage per day. So roll a 1d4.
Yikes.
Okay. 2 con damage. and you've saved once. Save again tomorrow, and you can cure it.
Oh my god, it gets harder though because he's taking damage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And I already took con damage. I already had a -2
Oh, boy.
saved.
So you'll take con damage tomorrow again, and then you can try to save it to cure it.
Okay.
I forget the difference between ability damage and ability drain.
Damage is healable, drain is permanent, without some crazy magic.
That's what I thought.
So I guess you're probably feeling kind of run down, Eugene.
Yeah.
Let's not forget
I'm
that you have that
probably-
this time.
Visibly tired looking.
If you'd like, Eugene, I can assist with that somewhat. Wait, is it damage or drain?
It's damage right now.
Okay. If you'd like, Eugene, I can help with that some. I can use purging fire to reduce some of that damage.
Do I know that I'm sick?
I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's what I was just about
I
to
don't
ask.
think so. Unless someone
No.
does a. If
you're
someone
just,
really
like, feeling
sees
really
that you're
tired.
feeling weird,
yeah,
then
I might not realize that I'm like sick. That I'm just tired or something. Who
That would be a
knows?
heal check, by the way.
right,
It's a good
Yeah,
guess.
like a perception to notice he's tired and the heal to figure out why.
right.
Well, then you get dick from me.
No.
No, Daddy.
I think at the point, Eugene, where you feel like something is actually wrong with you, then you'd probably choose to say something.
I am trained in heal. I have 16 in it.
Yeah, but again, you'd have to know that he was
Right.
feeling bad.
I'm just saying, like,
you
Yeah.
gotta notice first.
I think at only -4, I probably won't necessarily think, oh, something's wrong. I'm probably
Right.
just like, oh, I'm just
tired.
not feeling great, tired. Yeah.
Also,
so I probably won't say anything to anyone yet.
Also, at the moment, Eugene, Kashan, and fucking Dima are all hungry.
Ah!
Gargle, gargle.
Is there any sustenance around here? Can you ask the tree folk? Perhaps we
We're
can
having
get
a
some.
moment.
I'm hungry, damn it!
Wait, do Briarborn not eat?
Briarborn do eat. I actually do eat. We eat berries and mulch and stuff like that. I don't know. What would you decide on?
Did you say mulch?
He did say mulch.
I know. Well, I'm like, either I'm eating. we're
I
joking
am
about
not
it.
eating fucking mulch.
I like imagining whenever Emald gets hungry, she just
I think
kind of
what I
makes
do
a
is I
pile
kinda
of mulch
root-
and sticks her feet into it and stands there for a while.
Yeah, I think what we do is we kind of root into the ground and kind of absorb the nutrients in the soil. I
That's
think that makes
crazy.
sense.
Did you know most plants get their nutrients from CO2? Or, I'm sorry, most of their mass from CO2?
Oh.
We're inflatable.
Inflatable.
All right. But we do grow like berries on our hair and stuff like that and flowers for like decoration.
So you can eat yourself?
We could technically,
It's weird.
if it gets bad enough, we might have to.
Doesn't sound sustainable.
I mean, people can eat themselves.
Again, doesn't
Yeah,
sound
well,
sustainable.
Also remember like our mindset. Remember what I told you about what happens when we've given up? Like I read that to you.
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
Well, if it ever comes up, then it might.
Okay.
I will tell you.
All right. Arshaka meditating on this very big decision of his.
Game
Uh, Kashan, Eugene, and Dima hungry.
changing.
Can we get something to eat?
Yeah, well, this could take a while.
I guess the villagers can help you out.
If they're not scared.
Yeah, I think once like in an hour or two they'll calm down.
Okay.
Would the elders be able to help?
Elders are having kind of a crisis. right
That's
now.
true.
I'm
Crisis of
fucking
existence.
The
hungry.
Red Buns are kind of like trying to decide the fate of their existence.
Existential crisis.
Yeah.
All right. Rob, what's the food around here like? What you got for our
Like
party?
I said, we kind of take care of ourselves by absorbing the nutrients in the ground.
Uh-huh.
We do gather herbs and berries, maybe to feed the wildlife around the area, because we do respect that as well. But when you hack at the roots in plants, we do not like that.
But if we
So
kill
there-
wildlife,
Speak to try to find Barwaith, which is the gatherer.
Yeah, well, we don't know where he is, and we don't speak Sylvan.
Exactly.
Who do I have to talk to around here to get some food?
well, technically me, but
Again, I'm not actually here at the moment.
Emald
kinda
ran
off.
away. That's right.
Yeah, she's
and the
kinda-
elders are just fuck all.
Yeah, so Tinnel might be able to help out in this.
Dima,
case.
help us.
Let's Dima.
Oh yeah, let me just talk to the people who are scared of us.
Well,
That'll
do
help.
something, or we're going to starve eventually.
I mean, I could eat you. That'll be fun.
Try it. And he reaches for his
Whoa.
sword.
uh,
I'll slice your fangs off and feed them to you.
I like that.
ooh. I'm shitting in my pants. Let's see. Is there any wildlife around here?
You'd have to go back up into the
Probably.
jungle.
Damn it.
There are large butterflies floating around and fluttering around.
I want to kill one and eat one. But I can't fucking
can't just-
fly, so
you-
shit.
You can't just kill anything and eat it.
I mean,
Some things-
Says you.
I mean, it could kill you. Poison you.
Let's see. I mean, there has to be like some kind of berries we can eat or something. And
Yeah, there are.
how the fuck do we know? You're gone.
So find me, Jesus Christ.
All right, let's go find them all. The little child thing, whatever.
Mom.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Emald, where did they find you?
I'm kind of in my glade, my own personal glade that I made about a quarter of a mile, an eighth of a mile away from the town.
Is it out of the canyon?
No, it's in the valley
Okay.
that we're in.
All right.
Like I didn't go up out of the. Yeah, I would never leave.
All right.
But yeah, I'm in like this opening in the woods, and it's kind of peaceful, and I have like my own little stump stool that I sit on, and I'm kind of like meditating and trying to calm down a little bit. Kind of like
Hey,
at the
look.
end of a long cry, like.
Okay, well, since I'm evil looking, I can't talk to her. So who would like to volunteer?
Would you speak
being
her
evil.
language?
I can translate.
Yeah.
Evil looking or just evil?
Just evil looking. Like if I were to persuade you for something, you really wouldn't trust me.
Maybe it's the time to turn down your Grinchness and have a
Roar.
heart to heart.
Yeah.
Mm, I'll
Mm,
try.
Steady.
All right. I'm gonna have to have you guys follow right behind me.
Guys, she scares the shit out of me. Come with me.
Well, not only that, but reassurance, because we just all saw you cry and leave. Like a wuss bitch.
Okay.
So I go towards you, and hopefully everyone follows behind me. Everyone who's hungry.
Yeah.
Kashan's there. He walks up to Emald and puts his left hand on Emald's shoulder.
I touch it as well.
Kneels down and gives her a docile look.
I give him a big hug, and I start crying.
All right. I hold you.
Aw. Sad.
Oh, this got weird.
Look,
And I will speak out. What did he choose?
he didn't choose anything. He's meditating. He's thinking long and hard of what to do.
Doesn't he like me?
No, I mean, he likes you, you know.
I translate for Eugene.
He just doesn't like you.
Oh no!
I don't translate that.
He won't invite me to prom.
Imald, he's spending all this time because he cares about the sanctity of your people.
Translated.
If he cared, he wouldn't do it.
I believe there's a compulsion within him that he cannot stay forever.
I mean, the question is, do we let him if that's what he decides?
Ooh, yeah.
We don't have to necessarily stand by and watch him do this.
Oh, damn. You're right.
I would much rather save a people's way of life than help a twisted fruity pebble on his quest for death.
Wait, time out.
I'm doing important work.
Yeah, to you, but to us, you're just.
It's
Some
your own
bad-
little crusade. That's all it is.
I protect the universe from invasion.
Yes, so does
Yeah,
that
let me
hobo
see
on the
this
side of the
living
street.
gate. This is a bunch of crock to me.
Kashan speaks up about Arshaka's worth in battle. I have traveled across time with Arshaka. I have seen him fight next to me. He fights against the very thing that tears this realm apart. Although I trust his decision, I do not know, nor does anybody know, perhaps, what will happen when this crystal is destroyed.
My people are not dangerous. They are nice, caring, and trusting. He does not need to destroy a crystal to save the world.
Perhaps this is a question about the greater good.
I stop immediately and say, "You're talking to a child."
Children must learn what life is about eventually, Dima.
At what age?
Wait, is Emald a child?
Yes.
Their elders are 5.
Oh yeah, I'm a small girl.
Okay.
Maybe like 13 in appearance to like humans. Whatever that translates. My people do mature within a year, so.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sexually.
Sexually.
Oh,
Sexual.
Sexually ready to go.
oh God.
Oh yeah.
God.
Our babies are actually born pregnant.
Oh no.
Well, we don't actually do that because we are kind of just sprouted from the ground.
Just all fabulous.
Our sprouts are grown pregnant.
Yes.
Arshaka,
ground is
give me a will
pregnant.
save.
Oh Jesus.
Is anyone near him, by the way?
29.
Okay.
Just the rev buns.
Hmm.
Same feeling as last time, Arshaka.
'Kay.
It interrupts your meditation, but you can return to it.
Just Palpatine, just like do it.
He like pops in for like a frame. Do it.
Do it.
So yeah, back to Emald.
God.
How are you taking this?
I'm not well. I'm having a hard time understanding why Arshaka needs or is even considering a possibility of wiping out my whole family.
Well, I don't.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it is because
right, but try.
Didn't you
explaining
hear
that
him?
to a
He hates
child. It's not
Tira and he
easy.
wants to go
Like,
live in a big old gate.
Also, we're kind of dropping all this knowledge on a child, which he barely understands any of this.
Exactly.
Oh,
Like,
race
it's,
of children, really.
You're gonna get there's old ladies next to
a
you.
race of children. You're right.
Damn.
I mean,
we
at
all.
this
Yeah.
point, I'm like, I've been around for a long time. I'm probably hundreds of years old.
We've been around for 5 tops.
Yeah, and your elders are 5.
Exactly.
All their scriptures are made
So-
of crayons.
But we do gain the wisdom from the plants around us during birth.
Ooh. Smart as shit.
We're not born dumb. You know what I mean? Like that's how it works. We can gain the knowledge from one another.
You'd be boned as a species otherwise, so it's
I know. I know. It'd be awful.
Intelligence of -1.
Well, I have made our Shaka's decision, so whenever you guys come back,
I don't want to come back until that's why I left.
All right.
Are you guys going to stay with me until our Shaka returns?
Well,
I
seeing
will
as
meet-
seeing as if I had to save him, I have to go back. But in the meantime, we would like some food to eat, if there is any.
we would like some food eat.
Shut up.
I will. I'll sigh, and I can't grow plants, but I know of a good patch of herbs and berries that you can eat.
Did someone say grow plants?
Yeah, can't you just grow some plants for us?
I don't think I can make new plants, but if you brought me to a berry bush, I could probably
Yeah, let's
help
do
it
that. I will
sprout.
find like a sprout, just popping up from the earth, and actually it's like a little field of them. I grew these 3 months ago. I said,
I just imagine he
waiting for them to mature.
Imagine Graven kneels down, pinches it, and just instant bush.
Yeah, it's like maybe a patch with a diameter of 30 of like sporadic little sprouts.
Okay.
You ready to see some shit?
I love this.
There goes. How about that one?
All right, Graven, do you bless this land?
You sure?
Use your Jesus powers.
They went off into the forest, right?
Yeah. You probably can. I don't know. Do you sense me, right? You can sense me.
Me?
Our Shaka is
Arshaka.
typing 2.
I don't think that would be sensible.
Oh my.
But I'm assuming that Graven is able to Jesus-ize the plants, and so everyone's able to, hunker down and feast a little bit while sitting in the forest.
I can go back to my spot, which is about like 50 paces away. Back on my.
Kashan feels satisfied and lets everyone know he's going back to meet our Shaka.
Straight away, Martin. It's just pretty tasty. I got a twig in my mouth.
You're not supposed to eat the bush. It's the
Shut
berry
up!
piece.
I have
Okay.
a serious case of munchies right now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for.
All right.
His
Kashan starts to head toward town, but our Shaka is already on his way out, and they meet.
Uh-oh.
Our Shaka, you're done meditating already?
I am. Are the others on their way?
They're currently consoling our wooden friend.
I'm currently eating.
Our wooden friend.
Oh no.
Fucking pretty tasty.
Can you do me a favor?
Oh god.
Fetch the Rev Buns. Have them meet me out here.
Of course.
I'm gonna Hadouken the shit out of that
I will
crystal.
wait here for Emald and Eugene and Graven and them to come back out.
Oh,
Wait,
my name is Dem.
No, you and Tinnel are and them.
Oh,
Wow, you're grouping with a pet.
A very smart pet.
Yeah, so I suppose the rave buns reach you.
you're funny.
So,
Want to
Arshaka,
kill you last.
have you decided to go forward with your mission? We understand. Perhaps it's not our place to be here.
Oh.
Perhaps you know best.
I'd like to wait until Emald has returned. I think she should be here.
Okay.
Oh God.
Listen, child, you
We
gotta
destroy
go.
our civilization.
All right. Yeah, I guess I will return with the group. I'll hold. Yeah. I'll just kind of like cower behind the group, like looking down at my feet, ready to hear the news.
Go ahead, fucking say it. We're all gonna die. You selfish piece of shit.
Oh, but wait a minute. I noticed that if you're over here and the Rave Ones are here, then you must not have destroyed the crystal. And then I run up to you and I'm like smiling. Ashaka, I knew you wouldn't do it.
Clever girl.
And I give you a big hug.
He hasn't said anything yet.
I know, this is all just assumption.
Yay, our hero.
I did not know that the crystal energy could animate anything other than shard mind. There's clearly something that I don't understand here. Because of that, I don't think it's my place to make a decision such as this. At least not right now.
Yes. Fuck yes.
For the
but-
time being, I think it is important that your people continue. Though it is difficult for me to be around the Horian, so I will need to keep my distance.
We'll save.
But I'm
Feel
so
it.
far away.
Pellet sprint back and touch it.
25.
Okay.
Do it.
You get a little bit more of a do it this time. And for the record, the do it doesn't mean destroy it. It means touch it.
Yeah, we don't even know what's
Okay.
gonna happen if you touch it.
That's the compulsion you
Kill them
feel
all.
clearly now.
Uh-huh.
But you're able to brush it off again.
Kill them all, Arshaka.
All right, so
Tear their flesh
I look
apart.
at you,
You can do it. I don't even could.
Arshaka. We do not
Huh?
understand. You spoke that there's a higher purpose in destroying the Horian, and yet now you don't want to. For us, do not think of us that way.
No.
We'd be honored to give our energy to the living gate.
It's not just for you. It's because I've been confronted by aspects of this energy I did not know existed. I didn't know it could create a new peoples apart from the shard mind. I thought we were unique.
New peoples.
I think what I need to do is study the crystal, the Horian. Perhaps there's something different about this crystal in particular.
Arshaka, we must ask a selfish favor. If you are to go back out in the world, please find more of our Wakan. See if there are others that exist. And if you do find more Emald, please send them back. We have much to tell. Can you do this for us?
I will try.
Word.
Word.
You and your friends, Emald, are always welcome here at our Wakan. You may return anytime. And if you ever need a haven, don't hesitate to come. We will protect you the best we can.
Except for that giant floating crystal that Ashok was attracted to.
Emald? Yes. You will accompany Arshaka. Protect him. Granting you a new name,
Oh.
I'm older.
not Orion.
Imolder, and then all of the elders are called the Imaldus.
No. Well, again, so... Hold on, no, that's not right.
Oh,
Oh, I know that's not right. I was
No,
making a joke.
no, I'm talking about the name they're gonna give me. I'm gonna come up with a name for it.
Okay. You just change your name in the character sheet and all that.
I
Okay.
think I will be called
Penny.
Selt Orion, which means protector of living, dreaming crystal.
Oh.
Our Shaka Rolo will save.
Ugh.
25 again.
Okay. You see something else with this feeling, a vision almost, a flash of an entity that had spoken to you before. It calls out your name.
Oh, Shaka,
Hey, bitch.
you won't do it, no balls. Pussy bitch.
I'm struggling to recall specifics.
Okay. I'd say you do probably remember it. When you were in Grithwick the first time, and you were underneath the square and you saw that big white crystal. When you
Yeah.
touched it, you spoke with an entity.
Yeah.
That same entity you felt a flash of just moments ago.
But me touching it destroyed the crystal then, didn't it? Or am I
I
misremembering that part?
actually don't remember.
I thought it did.
Because I remember that Derek touched it too, and it didn't explode or anything.
Yeah, Derek touched it and he just got more intelligence.
Oh yeah, I got more intelligence too. That was nice.
That's so.
Before we leave, I'd like to touch the Horian.
What?
Imald looks in you in horror.
I'm not sure what will happen, but I think it's important for my understanding.
I advocate you don't. Please, Arshaka, don't.
You're
I
the
have a
main
bad feeling
character.
about
You're not
this.
supposed to make these crazy decisions.
Please don't, Arshaka.
Do it. Do it. Yeah.
Should I actually help you out this time?
Do it. Do it, Arshaka.
Kill them all.
Go on, do it. Kill them all.
My name is James the GM, and you should do it.
James' face appears in the sky.
I am only acting as a suggestive agent.
Me too. Don't do it, please. God, don't do it.
Literally, God.
Yeah, God,
I
please,
don't know what
Arshaka.
will
My God,
happen.
do not.
I don't know if it'll be destroyed or if I'll just get a fancy flashback and I'll learn some stuff.
It could
Or
be.
more
I
intelligence.
like learning stuff.
Or might get more intelligence.
But
the
at what
whole
cost?
village will be destroyed.
We don't know that.
Exactly.
Only one way
That's
to
the
find
problem.
out.
You don't know what's going to happen.
All right,
It's
let's
such a
flip a
risky
coin.
Look, Kyle. Touching crystals has a 100% chance of giving you intelligence. We have figured that out so far. Every crystal
With
that
our
touches
one
gives you
trial, we have
intelligence.
figured that out.
Actually, you found a gauntlet in another crystal.
Rob says go for it. Maul says don't. God, please, no.
This is a very Rob move.
That is a
Classic
pretty
Rob.
Rob.
Is to just touch it.
Touch it. Open it.
Well, the music's kicking up. What's your decision?
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel so bad if it gets destroyed, though.
Yup. And our shot. Oh my God. Like I'm like holding onto your hands. Like, come on, let's just go. Let's just leave.
My evil presence makes the music more tense.
Please.
Do it. Do it. Yeah.
All right. I'm saying one last will save that will decide whether
Oh,
we leave now or I go touch it.
leave it up to the
Does that
gods.
seem fair?
Touch it.
I don't give a shit.
Tinnel will anti-help you with your will save.
James,
What's that?
does this seem reasonable?
To will against yourself?
Well, I don't know what the will DC is, so if I roll a will save, I need you to tell me whether I succeed or not.
Well, this is your choice now. It's not a compulsion anymore.
Right. I think he's just.
All right,
Me
fine.
too.
Go for it. That if you want to make
Okay.
your decision, I'll set a DC.
What's DC be like?
Oh, God, here we go.
27.
Oh, I see.
Do it. Do it.
Well, you really think you should touch it.
My shotgun.
Oh, do it.
Start walking towards town.
I let go of your hands and I just watch you.
Making my way downtown.
Everyone turn up the volume of your music station
Oh, okay. Hang on.
for climactic effect.
The Rev Buns will follow you, guide you.
I'll turn to them. Please make sure there's no one nearby.
They gather
sure what will
all
happen.
the villagers.
Oh my God.
Graven
And-
will be up on the ledge, rubbing his hands together with an evil grin.
Do
yeah,
it.
so, the Rev Bun bow behind you as you step up on the platform, and all the other villagers are behind you as well, bowing. And like there's this tense moment, and like Emald isn't there anymore. She kind of just watched you in defeat as you left her back at the glade.
I guess I
Okay.
touch it lightly with one finger. No, 2 fingers.
Okay.
3.
No, I
As
punched her
soon as you
out.
touch it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry, the music queued up with that like literally perfectly.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was chilling.
I thought James did that.
Nope. It was just the way things worked out.
Neat.
As soon as you touch it, there was a pulse of vibration. And the darkness of the crystal starts to bleed into our shaka.
Oh, God. Main villain, more like it.
The color fades
Oh, good.
from the crystal to a pale white, which isn't glowing anymore. And the darkness
Fuck.
has taken over our shaka.
Imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror.
Boss battle incoming.
Our shaka gain 1 intelligence.
Worth it.
Jordan was right.
Minus 2
100%.
minus 2 charisma.
Ha! Ugly
I
bastard.
can live with that.
You don't have charisma.
I have 15 charisma, thank you very much.
Didn't your old
13.
character
Correction. 13.
original Arshaka not have charisma? You, like,
No,
don't
original
have that.
Arshaka was decent.
Really? Must be thinking of strength.
But my charisma was mostly used for intimidation.
That's right. Oh God. I'm glad I'm not a part of this fight. if
Is
there's
this permanent or
one.
temporary, James?
This is permanent.
Cool.
Oh, our little pink boy.
You are no longer a shard mind. You are now a dark mind.
Ow!
Mm.
God damn it.
Someone
Well,
just.
shit.
You
As
fucked up.
as the power fades from the crystal, it doesn't appear to affect any of the Sylvan around you, Briarborn around you. However, you now feel a strange connection with them, as if your existence gives them life.
Ah, I am your god.
Ooh.
So I feel like a god now.
Yeah, kind of.
That's not dangerous at all.
Uh-oh.
Nothing has ever gone poorly when a character thought they were the god of another group of people.
But I mean, like when they are the god of another people,
Yeah, you ain't just feeling it. You
bitch, you are god.
Hi, Jesus.
Oh, also, you get +4 stealth.
Oh,
Ooh.
And you're now trained in it.
I've never been good at stealth before.
Says the rock monster.
Orion, what have you learned?
When you say I'm trained in stealth, what do you mean? 'Cause that
It
doesn't have
means
the
it's
same
now
meaning
one
that
of your skills.
It's a class skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can now use stealth to do things.
well, you could always use stealth, but now
Well, yeah,
putting
you
ranks
don't,
into
you
it
don't
is a
have to have
bonus
ranks in
benefit.
stealth. to
Oh,
use
gotcha.
stealth.
You now get the ability to put ranks in stealth.
You always have the ability to put ranks in
Okay,
stealth.
what the fuck does a class skill do for you then?
So
It just
in
gives them a
I know
bonus.
in 4th edition a skill is either trained or not trained, but in Pathfinder you have individual ranks that you put in the skills. If it's a class skill, you just get a bonus when you put the first rank in it.
+3, I believe, right?
If a class skill has at least one rank in it, then it gets a +3 bonus in addition to the normal bonuses.
I see.
I currently have no ranks in stealth. But my dex is 1, so my stealth check was 1. If it becomes a class skill, I will still have no ranks in stealth, but I'll have the +4, so my total will be 5. But if I put 1 rank in stealth next level, I'd get the +1 from the 1 rank, which would make it 6, +3 for it being a class skill, which would make it 9.
Okay, let's do
So
that.
that's
That's
how-
respectable
He
stuff.
only does
Let's
that
do
once.
that.
Okay.
So it's now a class skill, but you've not put any, technically not put any ranks in it yet.
Right.
Oh my god. So the red buttons like rise. Oriot, what have you learned?
Have I learned anything?
Apparently. I learned that I own you, bitch.
Bow before me, you sons of bitches.
I'm not sure how I would feel. I've never been a dark mind before.
Yeah, has his alignment shifted at all?
No,
Oh.
he's still same old Arshaka, but he has a different connection with.
Like the polarity or something of my energy has changed. It's awkward wording, but
I suppose that's a way to word it.
because I don't want to use the word alignment because that means something else.
Right. The connection you feel with the living gate is different now.
Am I the same color?
No,
So what color am I now?
you're dark.
Dark pink.
So
No.
I was white. I'm now like a dark gray.
More like slightly translucent obsidian.
Ooh,
That's
that's
cool.
drastic,
Yeah.
Wait, you're normally white?
bro.
Jordan Bliss.
I thought you were blue.
No, I've always been as quartz or something similar, like a cloudy white.
And what color did your eyes used to glow when you did things?
You know, I never really thought about it. I think probably like honestly maybe pink if
Okay.
I'm being real. Or
Yeah.
like a light red.
Well, now they glow green.
Ooh,
Oh.
black and green.
Toxic green.
Like a
Do you know what color Derek's eyes were?
green.
I don't remember. But they might have been.
Perhaps that's the piece of Derek that passed into this crystal.
Oh shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Well,
yeah,
if he carries 2 shields, we're fucked.
You got a name change. You're now Arsherik. Deraka.
This is gonna be all right, guys.
So how do you feel, Arshaka?
Pretty damn good.
Evil.
I feel different, but it's difficult to put into words. I think I'll need to meditate on this for some time before I fully
Again.
understand what's happened.
AKA, Kyle's got to think.
I mean, yeah, but also, Arshaka has to think. This shit is drastic. So I'm gonna spend some time just like looking at myself because I'm very different now, and looking at the crystal and stuff.
All right.
Then I'll look up to the Rev Buns. How do you feel?
James? I just feel.
I'll ask you, Rob, did the Briarborn feel a connection to the crystal, or were they just worshipping it because it was there?
Absolutely.
So that feeling has now shifted to Arshaka's current location.
How do they feel about the crystal still?
They don't sense anything else from it, but they do sense it's still probably an important.
Okay,
let's call it
now-
a statue at this point, like a monument, more
of
than an idol
Arshaka.
anymore.
Maybe of Arshaka now.
Well, I mean, it's just an obelisk, but
Right, I was saying like it might have like a symbolic meaning now of Arshaka, rather
Ye-
than like a deity, as like a god.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's pretty much shifted to like where Arshaka is standing.
We are here to serve you, Arshaka. We all are.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said we are all here to serve you now, Arshaka. Guide us. You are not. I guess you are. You
The
are.
father.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I want to say you're not.
Shit.
You're now the Orion, not El Orient. You are the crystal that we worship, not the living, dreaming crystal that you walked in as. So they think that essentially what they're getting the vibe is that energy and that connection, like James says, is no longer in that crystal, but it's in you. So you are what that crystal used to be. Like you're it. You're the god.
right.
So they wouldn't call you Elt Orion anymore, which is living, dreaming crystal. They would call you Orion, which you are the dreaming crystal.
Call.
Cow.
So yeah, Arshaka, you feel
have your own religion now, so
Arshaka, you feel bound to these people now, as if they're as if you've given life to them.
oh,
Ew.
Or
This
you
is,
are giving life to them.
Oh man.
Even
So,
more.
so
ew.
do you no longer feel the urge to destroy crystal beings, shard mind?
No,
revert?
he does. The difference now is he now understands what it means to give life rather than take life.
It's
That makes
a
sense.
growing moment.
it's almost better in a weird like positive and negative kind of sense. You know what I mean? Like it's a yin and yang scenario. You just flip to the other side.
You got a
Yeah,
little more.
it's
You
like-
got a little more yang now.
Yeah, you're way more yang.
I think I have an increased appreciation for the value of non-shard mind life, I guess.
Kyle's a little less racist.
Maybe you can love, maybe you can love me now.
Why don't you look at
Also,
me?
Arshaka can now understand and speak Sylvan.
Yeah.
Thank Christ.
There we go.
Yeah, I figured I'd
Thank
just
you.
throw that in there, you know.
Just say it, please.
Thank me.
No, just say Daddy's home. Give everyone a hug.
Oh yeah. So if that's the case, then I think as soon as it happens, I talk in Sylvan and don't even realize, like, talk to them in Sylvan and don't even realize that I'm doing it.
I point to our shockers like, wait a minute. I thought you could speak, Sylvan.
Shush now, Dima. Shush. Hush
Oh,
now,
fuck
child.
you. I transfer that, you fucker.
No longer needed.
It would seem that the crystal's energy has given me knowledge of their language.
Holy shit, I want to touch it. Oh,
I assume that anyone who touches it now isn't going to get anything from it.
well, no shit. It looks fucking non-glowy.
I think Emald would sense a change. Except I'm not Emald anymore. Damn it.
You forgot to change your name.
I have to leave. I am Cell Orion, so you can call me Cell from now on. S-E-L.
So,
Yeah. She is kind of further back behind the crowd and is looking up at you. Arshaka. Kind of alone.
How much was that crystal worth? No, probably nothing now.
But I've seen your change.
Now a spoof man. Oh.
What's happening? What's happening?
Sorry, I'm typing. There's a lot that just happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'll give it a few moments to sink in.
This is a crazy session.
Yeah. That and the music. Holy shit. Shit's
say
getting
that
The
intense.
music's been lining up well.
I say
Yeah.
this is the winner of the site we're using.
Yeah, this is good.
I say it's perfect.
I think we're going to use this from now on.
Yay.
And in fact, I could probably post a link on my stream so that other people can just come in and listen.
Yeah.
I can set up like mods and things. So if people actually wanted to listen to the music that's happening at the time, they can just come on and listen. And then that way I don't record it, so I don't get flagged, but people can still enjoy it if they're watching live.
Oh. Oh.
I'll do that next time, though.
On gang crumbs. Haha. Funny joke.
So, Kyle,
Our
do you
Kyle, yeah.
think I'm your daughter now?
That is correct.
I don't think it works quite like that.
But is there like a deeper bond, do you think?
I think
There-
it's more of an abstract child than specific daughter.
Do you take responsibility for me?
Love me, daddy.
In a way, I think I would.
Good. That's all I wanted.
That's not creepy,
Don't call me daddy.
I'm not going to call you daddy.
daddy.
Good.
Papa.
No.
Please don't call me daddy. I can make no promises.
The most villain look of all time.
Right then.
Fuck, dude.
What's everyone else think about what just happened?
What the fuck?
That's pretty cool.
Like in character.
No, yeah, Eugene's all about this shit.
Meh.
I don't know
Ooh.
what Imald thinks yet.
Ooh, you touched a rock, and now you're the.
It's so
I guess-
much more than that, though.
Diva doesn't realize what the hell just happened.
Yeah, you're
Honestly,
kind of
no.
like out of the loop on this one, I feel like.
Just like, ooh, you touched a rock, and now these people are fucking in love with you. I don't care.
Steve-O, why are you here?
Because Graven saved my life,
Oh, is that it? Like, do you owe him or something?
pretty much. Besides, fucker says there's gonna be money. I believe him.
Oh, you're in it for the money.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Suddenly,
Wow.
Fuck!
at either end of the canyon, you hear what sounds like a war horn. As it echoes,
Grab my sword.
and you hear cheers after that
Oh,
of
Jesus.
many, many human voices.
At first light of the 5th day.
And you see smoke rising from one of the ends of the
Ins?
forest.
Oh, no.
What?
Not where you guys are, up
Yeah,
on
below
up on
us.
the ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's oh.
This isn't good.
So.
But there's nothing. You don't see anything around the edge. You just hear this. And what?
They're above us then?
Yeah, all this is happening
Oh.
above you.
Oh, boy.
But you don't hear anything. Or I'm sorry, you don't see anything from where you are.
So we hear war horns and we see smoke.
You see war. Yeah, you hear war horns. You see smoke, but you don't see like.
The army.
Yeah, you do hear clanking and clinging though,
They're coming.
as if they're already fighting.
Fighting what though? And I'm
Each
definitely-
other?
That'll be stupid.
Most wars are against each other.
It's time to go seize war on some unknown entity, or we could fucking kill each other.
Well, I'm saying they might not be from the same. It might be two opposing factions that happen to meet here.
Right,
Ah,
right.
That is true.
And I'll probably call it there.
I was just going to say, are we calling it here?
Yeah, it's a good place to stop. We'll be going for about 2.5 hours.
That was good.
Yeah.
I really like that section.
That's some character altering shit right there.
Yeah.
Foreboding.
But I like it.
I honestly thought you were just going to ruin us.
What? Oh,
Kyle.
oh yeah,
Kyle.
our shaka. Yeah.
I mean,
I-
I was
initially,
kind of hoping.
I was
I was
probably
kinda
going to
hoping too.
destroy the crystal, but try and just like hope that you guys were fine. Then I decided that maybe I should study the crystal instead, and then I touched it. And here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting turn.
Right on.
Indeed.
Well, I'm gonna stop the stream in 3, 2, 1. Bye.